have our review of Dark Forces for the PC. I am in the middle of an escaped attempt, trying to get out of Jabba the Hutt's clutches on his ship. You saw me finish up the first part of the review by defeating a dangerous and deadly kill dragon, and you'll see me begin this review by finishing up the mission and rescuing my partner, Jan Ors, who also happens to be an object of Kyle Katarn's fancy, I believe. Or at least it's alluded to in Jedi Outcast. I mean, Kyle has to be tapping that shit. I would imagine he would be. I mean, he's not just going to be a mercenary all his life. He's going to settle down eventually, right? Right? Well, anyways. The later levels in the game, such as this one, this is Coruscant, they get very, very challenging. If not by just puzzles alone, but also the sheer number of enemies that you have to defeat. This level alone, I must have died at least 3 times while I was doing this review. Again, as I said, it's been a long time since I played this game. So, I died quite a bit on this one. You go up against a Dark Trooper or two, not to mention there's a room full of Imperial Commandos, and I think we have a special appearance by somebody coming up. Blinking, you might miss it, because I kill him pretty fast, unfortunately. Yeah, that is Boba Fett, and I just totally schooled him. I don't know why. Normally he puts up more of a fight than that. I expected some spectacular kind of battle for the show, but unfortunately, that's all I got out of it. Oh well, not much you can do. So, is Dark Forces a game that is deserving of the hype that surrounds it? Personally, I think it is, but I'm also a Star Wars fan, so I would say that anyways. But as a video gaming fan in general, I think Star Wars Dark Forces is certainly well deserving of the praise it receives. This game captures the feel, captures the spirit of the Star Wars movies without all the BS that you get with them. This feels like classic Star Wars. It's just non-stop action. You know, there's no slowing down and philosophizing about how midi-chlorians are going to somehow form an alliance and stop the Empire and save us from the Dark Trooper project. It's just you, your blaster, and a whole hell of a lot of stormtroopers. And the game is just a lot of fun. If you are a fan of Star Wars, if you're a fan of Star Wars, you've probably already played this game. If not, you should be ashamed. If you're a fan of first-person shooters and you haven't played Dark Forces, then you really ought to slap yourself in the face, because this game is as good as Doom. It really, really is on that same level. And I'm a fan of Doom, I am a fan of Wolfenstein 3D, and I just can't say enough good things about Dark Forces. It has everything that a Star Wars game should have, including the sound effects and the music, as well as just an amazing cast of characters. Kyle Katarn is right up there with Mara Jade in terms of expanded universe characters for Star Wars. And just the challenge of the game is another thing I really like. It's not a cakewalk by any means. You can there's actually a setting, if you really suck at it, where you can make it so that way you never lose your shields when you get shot. I used to play it that way for a little while, but now that I'm better at first-person shooters, I play it the real way. But it really, just give it a go. I mean, I'm running this on a Windows Vista PC using DOSBox, and it runs flawlessly. So certainly, you know, it's definitely playable on modern PCs. You just need to do a little bit of legwork. And it's really affordable. It's probably no more than $10 on Amazon.com. And, you know, that's really all I can say about Dark Forces. It's just such a great game. I mean, I've spent countless hours playing this game and its sequels, Jedi Knight, which to this day I still think is one of the best PC games ever made.